Alright, next video is called The Worst Hobbies. Make sure you like, subscribe, and if you're watching this on the main channel, click down in the description and subscribe to the Reacts channel. Let's go.
Whatever you be doing in your free time, that's really your own business. But sometimes I have to ask you, for what reason? Because some hobbies seem to be the most boring thing in the world, or so stupid or dangerous it has me questioning how it could possibly be fun. First up, I'm gonna start with these dangerous ass hobbies. You know, something like parkour seems to be fun, right? Doing some light jumps or a couple flips here and there, or whatever this is. But once you start doing double backflips off the Empire State Building and gripping onto glass panes with the tips of your fingers, I think we've lost the plot. Because
Facts, bro. Like, dead ass, bro. Just stick to the flips and shit, bro. The hoes are not gonna chase you for this. The hoes are not gonna look at you doing this and go, "That's my man. I needs him." They are not gonna like you because of that, bro. There's no point.
the glass panes with the tips of your fingers, I think we've lost the plot. Because there's no way someone can find enjoyment out of doing this. You're telling me you feel good doing this.
Oh my god, bro.
If you don't feel good, we're done, sir.
Is the fact that your life is in danger what makes it more enjoyable for people? Because realistically, that's dumb as hell, bro. And that's to all the adrenaline junkies out there. Because deadass, you're out here stressing me out putting your life at risk like this. Have you ever tried playing some Roblox Squid Game? That would get your heart pumping. That's real adrenaline.
No, please! Please don't kill me!
You know, like, it would be fun to jump out of an airplane. But a huge part of that enjoyment is the fact that I know I'll live, okay? There's a nigga strapped to my back that's been doing this for years. Zesty ass profession, by the way. But some people just have to take it to the next level. Okay, what is this, bro? And the worst form of this adrenaline-seeking nonsense is cave divers. We've all seen them.
Oh, fuck no, bro. Like, what enjoyment do you get out of going into a cave, almost getting stuck and going, "Oh, my friend just died back there. But this cave is really narrow and I might get and it might collapse on me any second now. We're gonna go deeper and deeper until we find the edge." See, now what the fuck could possibly be at the end of that cave where you're like, yeah, I need to possibly get crumbled by thousands and thousands of tons of rock? What could really be worth you? Like, are you finding fucking Minecraft diamonds? Is this the Minecraft Steve diamond stash down there, motherfucker?
Memes, and you're probably familiar with the Nutty Putty Cave incident. And if you're not, just look at this picture. I'm pretty sure you can deduce what happened here.
Saddam Hussein hiding spot.
But cave divers, pretty much what they do, they go into these little ass holes purely out of love of the game, because 90% of the time, these caves don't go anywhere. I might, have an inkling of understanding if maybe the entrances to these caves led to somewhere. You know, like a crazy...
Yeah, that would be cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up, go back to that. That would be so fucking cool.
Crazy ass light up spot. But no. They just like fitting in holes. Pause. These niggas will go in pairs like they care about their safety, watch their friend die to a loose rock, and then think it's a good idea to continue exploring.
Wow, guys, Giuseppe's dead. A massive boulder just landed on his head, crushing his skull, shooting his eyes out of their sockets. It was really an eye-opening experience. On the bright...
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the stupidest things you can do. Anybody that does all of this, they're probably not all there in their head. But for a hobby to be trash, it's not just something dangerous, okay? There's a lot of stuff that's just straight up lame. For example, if you collect some lame ass shit, I'll let card collecting slide because it's high-key tough, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, all the games you can actually play. But like sports cards, in my opinion, they're kind of stupid.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Like, I mean, you can make money selling them, but like, what else you gonna use them for? Decoration? Like, you gonna play a fantasy game with some cards?
What are these
Fuck out
images,
of here.
bro? Like, where
But when you get to collecting teacups, bro.
Where are you?
This collection represents 35 years of my life.
Oh no! Our table!
Or you're collecting some shit like stamps.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Come on, gang. Showers, man. Showers. And even people that be collecting some old ass books. Well, I read sometimes too. Yeah, and also collecting colognes. I probably sound like a stinky ass nigga right now, but hear me out. I'm not talking about the people that just own multiple fragrances or just want to smell good. I'm talking about those gremlins with the largest cologne collections you ever see. And somehow they look like this. It gets to a point, my dude. Cologne is not saving you. Okay, let's try, the gym. Now tying this to the next one, going to the gym, that's a cool ass hobby. W self-improvement. But this is just a message to all the middle-aged white women who do anything but work.
That they do anything, they will risk their lives rather than pick up a weight, gang.
Work out. 7 sets of shenanigans and 4 reps of tomfoolery. There is infinitely.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is exactly what I'm talking about. They really be in the air. They getting more advanced. They getting more advanced in the top. Lying?
And 4 reps of tomfoolery. There is infinitely better ways to get fit, bro. Okay, niggas will do anything but pick up a weight. Okay, now moving on to one of my least favorite hobbies. I don't know if you can even call it that, but whatever you want to call it. But it's podcasts. You can't just.
Oh my god, bro. There really be that group of 3 people, and they will be in like the most random Xbox party chat on a fucking Saturday at like 8 p.m. Like, for no reason, one of them will go, "We should start a podcast." No, you should not.
Keep giving every nigga podcast equipment. Alright, let's put a license on it or some rules or something. It's dead ass becoming a problem having to hear some bullshit on IG Reels just because one guy thought it was a good idea to make a podcast. Because I promise you, it's like one guy in a group of friends and one of them has a bright idea to go,
Guys, we should start a podcast.
don't start a podcast if you don't have any motion, like Joe Rogan who gets some cool ass guests. Or if you're not inspirational and don't have wise words to tell me.
Her booty was so juicy, I told her my penis was large, not a little one.
If you really don't have anything to bring to the table, you know, maybe that's
That guy should start a podcast. That right there is inspiration.
not such a good idea because it's gonna end up sounding like this.
Put syrup or butter on the pancake?
Syrup.
Both?
I don't really like butter.
Both. Butter is good with.
I played baseball. Ken Carson just dropped. Y'all listen to that new Ken Carson? 6'7".
Chocolate chips, but regular, I'd go syrup.
Okay, now let's think about it. Are podcasts really the meta anymore? If a podcast as successful as Talk Tour can fall off, and now Hawk Tour goes off the grid, how can you say that podcast is still up? That has to tell you something. Okay, jokes aside, why is it the most brainless people that be making podcasts? If I want to hear somebody yap for an hour, at least be like funny or something, or be insightful or have some knowledge on what you're talking about. We all don't need to comment on shit, okay? I think Tyler said it best. If I was president, the first thing I'd do is take podcast mics away from niggas. Especially like all these red pill podcasts where they swear they're onto something but they're really not. And they're just talking about some bullshit. For an example, let's analyze this clip real quick.
So I measure time. I've compressed and condensed time.
No, you know damn well when the ad, and this is like definitely on YouTube Shorts. This was from YouTube Shorts, and this is at the bottom. Motivated mind state. You know this guy's about to spit the worst shit in the world, and it's gonna make no sense. Just watch.
Bent it.
Okay, then let's see how he's done that.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy.
wait.
I've bent.
For an example, let's analyze this clip real quick.
So I measure time. I've compressed and condensed time. I've bent it.
Okay, then let's see how he's done that.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy.
I mean, 6-hour day, that's not really a day now, is it?
My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I've done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack that up over a month.
No, you haven't.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Okay, so pretty much all this guy has done is call 6-hour periods a day.
You stupid.
Well, with that logic, my day's every hour. So I have like 100 days a week. Yeah, whose butt's being kicked now? And this next one is probably the most despicable hobby out. And it's being online. You know, I'm not really one to talk because my screen time doesn't really look the greatest. But I'm nothing like you. Yeah, this one goes out to the chronically online people, you know, the keyboard warriors, the full-time Discord mods, and the, you know, stereotypical Redditors. Maybe it's just a handful of y'all giving bad examples, but too many want to diddle kids.
You look like you should be friends with a 13-year-old boy.
Does it matter?
This is just an astute observation of mine. I know it doesn't apply to everyone in the category, okay? The ones I'm talking about, they all sort of have a certain look to them. You know, a fedora is a dead giveaway, and a neckbeard will get you on the right track. And the reason why being online is such a shit hobby is because 90% of the time it's just pure unproductivity. Like, ain't shit getting done when you're online, I promise you. It's just pure doom scrolling, frying your brain till it looks like a raisin. We can just look at other hobbies that are objectively good.
But is that really a hobby, though? I can't say that's a hobby, but it is an annoying ass thing to do. I mean, if you do it 5 hours a day, that shit's a hobby.
Like sports, while you're doing it, you're getting fit, or reading, you're increasing your brain power, all while having entertainment at the same time. But fucking IG Reels, bro. Yeah, it's pure entertainment, but you can't tell me this shit is not damaging to the youth.
I'm resin all over the place, going on your face, handing out packets.
But I'm really one to talk now that I deep it. Just look at my videos, bro. It's really just the worst elements of the internet combined into an 8-minute video just so I can get mid-roll ads. But anywho, we're just gonna ignore everything I just said and move on to our next hobby. Okay, for the last one, I have a real fear in my heart for the people that do this, bro. And it's taxidermy. If you don't know what taxidermy is, it's where you take a dead animal carcass and then stuff it to make it look like it's still alive for display. Yup, that's the
What? What is... What? What?
description. Can somebody please explain to me where the enjoyment in this is? Like, what is this freak ass hobby, bro? I cannot trust a single nigga that is doing this. You know, like, doing it to deer heads is one thing. Still weird as fuck, though. You're pushing it. But when you start combining animals that aren't related at all to create monstrosities, yeah, you are a lost soul, bro. Stay away from me. How do you even go about finding out that this is something you're passionate about? Oh, yeah, and gooning. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one. Enough of that.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Deadass, that was fucking peak, though. Sub to this guy. Sub to him, that's tough. Tough ass video. Alright, next video.